right, so we're going to have a quick conversation about what happened to the Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, that it went down for 6 hours. Kobe Spiking Nkrumah is with our, well, he's the head of technology here at Joy News, or the technology desk here at Joy News, or hub at Joy News, and he's also the host of Geek Squad. So when it happened, you guys put out a post on Facebook to let everybody else know. Well, it wasn't on Facebook.
Well, I was just going to say.
On Twitter to everybody, but what exactly happened?
So it's very technical what happened, but I have to give a bit of background to how the internet and how the websites that we access work. So basically, like the internet is a network of little networks. And all these networks have to communicate. So take, for example, in your house, you have your laptop, you have your smartphone, you have your computer, your TV, your smart TV, and all these are on a network. And then they connect to a wider network, let's say in your apartment. And then your apartment connects to your area, and then your area connects to the whole nation, and then connects to the global network. Good. Now, we have something called an autonomous system, which basically, what it means is that a big network comprising of smaller networks have to communicate with bigger networks. Yeah. And they have to send packages alongside each other. Now, all this is done by identifying each other with something we call the domain DNS, the domain name server. Now, if you enter facebook.com into your browser, it converts that into numbers. That's the IP address. Now, the IP address is a series of numbers divided by dots. That's how it identifies Facebook. And all these things are controlled by something called BGP. The Border Gateway Protocol. That's like a postal system for the internet. Okay. So it accepts packages and then looks at, okay, so where am I going to send these packages? What's the fastest route to sending it? So sometimes when you notice that your access is slower, if it's not your internet, it could be that the fast way or the highway is blocked, and so it's using a slower route. So it's going through, let's say, traffic or a longer route. Good. Now, you are sitting very close to me. Let's lock fists, like that. You're sitting next to me. So if there's a fourth person here, and you locked fists with that person, if Israel wanted to talk to that person, he has to go through me, you, and him. But if that person knocks fists with him, he can talk directly to him, right? If I want to talk to that person, I have to go through Israel. So every time we fist bump, we are communicating to each other that, oh, I have connection with Israel, you have connection with me. So I'm telling Israel, I have connection with you, and then you are telling me, and I'm telling him that, oh, she has connection with a fourth person. Now, what happens if my arms are amputated? Both of you can't talk to each other.
Yeah. Mm.
You can't reach that fourth person. That fourth person can reach all of you. He also can't reach me.
Okay.
I'm Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. I've fallen out because my arms are amputated. That's, in simple terms, what happened.
What happened?
So Facebook was doing some configuration, and it ended up amputating their arms. So they essentially plucked themselves off the internet. That's why we tried to reach them, but they were nowhere to be found.
Why did they have to take 6 hours for them to come back?
So I gave this analogy, and I think it would work here too. Consider Facebook a 400-story building, and you have to do maintenance on the 369th floor. It's not easy. If you end up on the 369th floor, it's easy if you could take it out and everything, the building still works, and then work on that floor and put it back in.
You can't.
You can't. It could affect floors up, floors down. Imagine that you're using an elevator to go to the 400th floor and 369 goes off. You get stuck there. And then there's a fire on the stairwell, you're stuck there.
The guy who did it this morning, hey, I'm sure there's some board meeting happening, hot.
It's actually bound to happen. These things can happen. Yeah. I mean, if you are a programmer, you probably notice that sometimes you put a full stop somewhere it shouldn't be, and it messes up your whole program.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to quickly, thank you so much for coming. We're going to run away quickly because Maps Don't Lie is here to bring us the entertainment news. So much more coming up in the next 6 minutes before we're done. Don't go anywhere.